another series review, and I am going to be reviewing the Embassy Row series by Ally Carter. This is a trilogy and it's a Murphy cat coming for a visit, at least a Murphy cat tale. So it is a trilogy, like I said, so there are 3 books. The first one is All Fall Down, which I gave 4 stars, and then the second one is See How They Run, which I gave 4 stars, and the last one is Take the Key and Lock Her Up, which I gave 5 stars. And yes, all of my books are all different versions. This is like a British edition than your regular paperback and your hardcover. I think it's kind of funny that they're all different. So for the synopsis, especially since this series kind of covers a lot of ground and there's a lot of mystery elements to this and adventure, I am just going to read you the synopsis from the back of the first book because I think that will be the best way to get one. As certain as Grace Blakely is absolutely certain that 1, she is not crazy. 2, her mother was murdered, and 3, someday she is going to find the killer and make him pay. As certain as Grace is about these facts, nobody else believes her, so there's no one she can completely trust. Not her grandfather, a powerful ambassador, not her new friends who all live on Embassy Row, not Alexei, the Russian boy next door who is keeping his eye on Grace for reasons she neither likes nor understands. Everybody wants Grace to put on a pretty dress and a pretty smile, blocking out all her unpretty thoughts. But they can't control Grace, no more than Grace can control what she knows or what she needs to do. Her past has come back to haunt her, and if she doesn't stop it, Grace isn't the only one who will get hurt, because on Embassy Row, the countries of the world stand like dominoes, and one wrong move can make them all fall down. So that's the synopsis. You follow Grace on this adventure, and her grandfather is an ambassador in this fictional country called Adria. It's kind of like in the Mediterranean, and her friends are all kids on Embassy Row, which is where all of the embassies are there. So let's talk characters. So Grace, she is crazy. It actually makes it really interesting to read because these books are told in first person, so you don't know when you're reading if she is crazy or if she isn't crazy or if it's somewhere in between. So she's kind of an unreliable narrator, and it colors the way you view what's going on. She has such an amazing character arc. I love Ally Carter and I love her characters, but I think Grace might be my favorite just because seeing her grow and develop was just beautiful. There are a ton— oh, Murphy! There are a ton of side characters, of course, because that is like an Ally Carter standard. Noah is like a new friend that comes into the picture, and he is fantastic. I love him. He's so sweet, and it's beautiful to see a nice platonic male-female friendship, especially in like a young adult book. So the plot and the writing. There is a mystery element running through all of these. Like I said before, it kind of starts with this whole like, was Grace's mom murdered, or is there something else going on, and then it just like balloons into crazy town throughout the series. And every time you think you have something figured out, like more comes along, and not in an unsatisfying way. Like you get just enough answers to be like, okay, and then more, and you're like, oh crap, there's more questions. Which I really appreciate in reading. So the writing, like I said, Grace being kind of unreliable really contributes to the story. It helps keep you guessing and keep you trying to figure out what is going on. It's incredibly fast-paced, keeps you on the edge of your seat, especially as the series continues, because you think you have things figured out and then more information comes and everything. And on a slight romance note, there is a slight romance in it. I think it's a lot like Ally Carter's other books, if anything even less so than her other books. There is one there, but it is by no means the prominent storyline, and it takes a backseat to like everything else. So it is there, it feels real, but it is not the most important part of the story. So finally, would I recommend the series? And the answer is yes, of course I would. If you like Ally Carter's other books, so like the Gallagher Girls series or the High Society series, which I have done a series review of the Gallagher Girls series like several years ago. I'm sure it's just as top-notch as this one is. I feel like I'm horrible at reviewing books. I should stop doing video reviews because I don't think they're accurate. But whatever, it's fine, I'm doing it. But if you like those, then I think you will definitely like this series. This series, in my opinion, is much higher stakes, even though those have some pretty high stakes in them. There's just something extra real about this series. And they deal with like some personal and political issues that I just feel like are slightly more mature, that it's just nice to read, like about, I don't know, sometimes you have YA books and there's these characters dealing with these like really trivial issues, and don't get me wrong, I'm not trivializing YA or teenagers. Like, things can be tough. I was a teenager once too, but there's something really nice about reading about something like this. So if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions for similar books to Ally Carter's, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear them. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!